Sasha Schmid is a very well-known name in the tennis world, but especially to the Iowa athletics program. She was a former student athlete here at the University of Iowa, as well as an assistant coach and now the current head coach for the women's tennis team. Sasha was born on the 17th of February 1974 in California, but has since moved all around the country following her father for his occupation. Her father, Stephen Boros, was an American baseball infielder who studied at the University of Michigan. His career in baseball lasted over 50 years, and during this time he played for many well-known teams including the Detroit Tigers, Chicago Cubs, and Cincinnati Reds. His passion for sport clearly wore off on Sasha, as from a very young age she played a variety of different sports, but it was clear that she had the most love for the game of tennis. Sasha attended Poway High School in Southern California and played on the varsity tennis team. She became a 3-year letter winner, competing at the number 1 singles position for the team, and during her senior season she captained her team to an all-polymer league selection. But it wasn't until 1992 that kick-started her Hawkeye journey, as this was the year she was awarded a place on the Iowa women's tennis team. Her undergraduate academic path was a challenging one. She was a double major, majoring in political science and journalism, alongside being a student athlete. During Sasha's sophomore year, between the years 1992 and 1993, she played at the number 3 singles position for 6 regular season matches, before suffering a knee injury during a match against Drake that limited the amount of matches she could play during the season. Despite this, she recorded an 11-6 singles record and posted an impressive 6-2 doubles record, playing with various partners including Cashon, John, and Willett. During the season, she only managed to play 1 match in Big Ten play, but recorded singles and doubles victories during this match. By her senior year in 1996, Sasha worked her way up to the number 1 singles position over her 4 years she was competing for the Hawkeyes. She claimed that it was very rewarding to her that through her hard work and dedication that she was honoured the number 1 singles and doubles positions for the Hawkeyes. Throughout her playing career, she had won several awards for her dedication to athletics and academics. She won Academic All-Big Ten 3 years running in the years 1994, 1995, and 1996, and also earned the team's most valuable player during her senior season. In the summer of 1995, the summer before her senior year, Sasha interned for the Common Cause in Washington, D.C. She prolonged her short stay in the summer to continue her internship after her graduation in 1996. Sasha went back to Washington, D.C. to intern at the White House in the office for the First Lady. Her experience led her to pursue a law degree and eventually graduated from the University of Iowa Graduate School in December of 1999, earning a Juris Doctorate from the College of Law. Continuing her Hawkeye journey, Sasha was hired as the assistant coach not long after her graduation, which changed her perspective on tennis but was the mark of her blossoming career in coaching. She assisted the women's tennis team from the years 1997 to 2000. She was responsible for recruiting, team travel, booster correspondence, and organising free tennis clinics sponsored by the women's tennis team. Right away, Sasha was making a statement and providing a culture to the team, and the team had great success under her influence. They became NCAA tournament competitors for the very first time in program history in 1999 and for the second time in 2000. Paul Wardlaw, the head coach at the time, was so thankful for Sasha's input and was even quoted saying, "Sasha clearly optimizes Hawkeye tennis. Hardworking, focused, organized, intelligent, and fun. Her work ethic, discipline, and focus can be admired. I feel blessed to have an assistant who so clearly reflects the goals and aspirations of the Iowa tennis program." Not only did she dedicate her expertise to the women's tennis team, she also established the Recreational Services Tennis Program, which provided Iowa students, faculty, staff, and the local community affordable, well-coached tennis instruction. The program grew to include over 150 participants during Sasha's tenure as director. In 2002, Sasha took a turn in her Hawkeye journey as she was offered a head coaching position at Stetson University. During her first couple of years at Stetson, the team was struggling a lot, but their breakthrough season came in 2005 when they broke school records with a very impressive 70% winning percentage, and was one of the reasons Sasha earned her first Atlantic Sun Conference honors. This was one of 3 honors that she was awarded whilst being at Stetson. She coached the Hatters spanning 10 seasons with impressive wins that led her to bigger opportunities at the University of Missouri. The University of Missouri is one of the best conferences for women's tennis. She moved to Missouri in 2011 to coach the Mizzou Tigers for 4 years. She carried the Tigers to national rankings during all 4 seasons, coaching the Mizzou team. On the 29th of July 2016, Sasha continued her Hawkeye journey by being named head coach for the Iowa women's tennis team by Gary Barter. She became the 8th head coach for the Hawkeyes in the 39 years the program has been running for. She succeeds Katie Doherty, who resigned on July 1st to pursue opportunities closer to home at the University of Maryland. Sasha hired an assistant coach and volunteer assistant coach, both who were former Big Ten players. The experienced Big Ten coaching staff made a huge impact on the first season working together. In the previous year, before Sasha's reign as head coach, the Hawkeyes hadn't won a Big Ten match during the whole season, which put them bottom of the Big Ten leaderboard with an 0-11 record. But under Sasha's experience, her first season with the Hawks flew by and they recorded an impressive 5-6 record, beating Indiana 6-1 on March 11th to make it their first Big Ten win in over a year. The season led the Hawkeyes featuring in the national ITA rankings as a team, and the team were even rewarded the 7th seed at the Big Ten tournament, which the Hawkeyes hadn't been featured in the past 2 years. Sasha's Hawkeye journey is also seen away from the tennis court surrounding her family. Her husband, Jeff Schmid, was also a former student athlete here at the University of Iowa and was a part of the men's golf team. In addition, like Sasha, he also now coaches at the University of Iowa and is the assistant men's coach for the golf team. Sasha's everlasting Hawkeye experience will forever be one of the most unique journeys traveled by a Hawk. Her unique journey will be a permanent stamp to the University of Iowa.